What is up, guys? It's your boy Nathan. We are back with another watch along. Sorry, I keep doing that. We're back with another game week predictions. This time it's game week 4, and we've got a couple of bangers. We've got Big Ange back in the Premier League to kick off Super Saturday, and then we culminate with a Manchester derby. Manchester derby at the end, Sunday night. Just give me a second. Just share the video quickly. We'll get to it. And then give me a second. LeBron James. Thank you, Saban. Did you see what's happening in Nepal, dude? Did you see what they did to that Hilton? Earthquake proof Hilton. Completely burnt. The funny thing is, I was watching a vlog. I think maybe 2 months ago, where the man was staying in the Hilton for something else. Hey, Giant. Hello. Just give me a second, guys. We are back. Oh, get lost. We're not back anywhere, man. These people also know nonsense. Saw the new offside rule. I hope the legend Morata never retires. Bro, he still wouldn't score. Doesn't really matter how close he is to the goal. Let's be honest. Ooh, I think yesterday was Ronaldo's 4 years since he signed for United. I believe that's what yesterday was. Hey, Rajiv. Football's back. Loss are back for United. God, Rajiv, you're really going to not enjoy this Monday morning. I know you've been doing the agenda thing about this. You seem to be very upset that we are confident we can beat City, dude. But I have to say, City has looked quite beatable this year. Can we beat them? We'll find out. But I'm definitely not frightened. Hey, Mohammed. Hello, Biku. Come, Ravok. Tank top Nathan, polo tee Nathan. Bro, I'll be honest with you, Bradul. I prefer to wear this. This is what I wear regularly at home. It's too hot to wear anything else, man. I can't lie. It's too hot to wear anything else, Bradul. It rained yesterday night. It made no difference whatsoever. Isak Sala Ekitike. You're going to have to explain why you're typing that in for me, please. Talks for Licha's extension going. Yeah, we'll get into that, man. We'll get into that as we discuss the games. Just waiting for some more people to come in and then we'll start talking about the games. Raincoat, Nathan. That's not a raincoat, dude. That's a wind cheater. That wind cheater wouldn't last 1 month in Goa if I had to use it regularly. Dhruv, I have to. What was I supposed to tell? Are you set for FC 26? Are you set for FC 20? No, agenda pure banter. Love for United losing. Yeah, man. I don't know though. I don't know. There's something about City that looks. They look mortal this year. Let's put it that way. Because by goal मारने के लिए short post जाना पड़ता है. Oh, should we start or should we just wait for a little bit more? Are you going to watch the India-Pakistan match on Sunday? Honestly, dude, no. There's a great reason for that. I try to skip as many India-Pakistan matches as possible. I feel people become way too aggressive, sadly. You can ask the chat. I actually avoid it. Believe it or not. You think for the views I would do it, but my mental sanity is more important, sadly, than views. At least for now. Not gonna play FC 26. Come on, Dhruv. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. Apparently, good reviews are there. Adil Singh, do you think we will spend good next season if we qualify for CL? Adil, I think if you're going to get a guaranteed 100 million, you're probably are going to spend better. When are we playing? We are playing the last game this week, Talumba. We're playing, well, I don't know what it is your time, but we are basically playing the last match on Sunday. Yeah. Hey Ram, City and struggling are struggling. No, Mamu's Cherky as well. There's some other people missing even, aren't there? Our front three were at Frankfurt. He used to play alongside with another striker. You think it's going to be like that? I along with another striker. Interesting. Bro, let's talk about the rule. Do you think it's fair? Honestly, dude, the offside rule keeps changing. It doesn't make any difference anymore to me. I hope City doesn't play the wounded animal against us. I mean, listen, anything's possible, Destroyer, but I mean, we've got injuries too, man, which we will get into. Should we start with the Manchester Derby, guys? Do you think that's the one we should preview first, or do you want to do it at the end? I'm more interested in Battlefield 6 this year, Ghost of Yote. I mean, Ghost of Yote is obviously the most interesting one, that's for sure. Dude, you can't compare a sports game to Ghost of Yote. No one will pick the sports game, whatever the sports game is. Ghost of Yote Dev is fired because she celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk. I mean, listen, man. I'll be honest with you. I just care about the video games, dude. You can't rely on people to be good, morally good people. Hey, Rhythm. Did you see the mighty England smash Serbia, dude? Did you see them? Did you see England? Did you see Germany struggle, bro? Another struggling win for Germany, dude. Look at the mighty England. They're just smashing through Serbia, bro. Come on. Hey, Pulkit. Prediction. We'll go Derby first. Fine, we'll go Derby first. What's the rule being talked about? Apparently, there's a new offside rule, dude. If I'm being honest with you, you know what? Let's read about it. Honestly, I don't care because they keep changing the offside rule and it keeps getting irritating. So let's have a look, shall we? How the okay, but what is it? Oh, here we go. This is going to be brilliant. Apparently, oh God, of course, man, of course, more nonsense. Now a player is considered offside only if the entire body is behind the last defender. Yeah, man, whatever. Not just a small part of the body, but the entire body must have crossed the defensive line. So basically, if his hands are in front of the defender and it's offside, it's not offside anymore. The change is called a significant improvement that eliminates errors in assessing the condition of small body parts. These people are so corrupt. Yeah. Who cares? I've long made up my mind. There's no India versus Pakistan match. There is going to be one, dude, whether you made up your mind or not. But yeah, Foden, O'Reilly, Savinho, or Savio, however you'd like to call him, Guardiola, Phillips, are unlikely to start but have trained. And everyone's saying end now. Only Mridu's saying at the beginning. Okay. Don't worry, we'll only be here for an hour, guys, because I got to go on another stream later on, so I won't take long. I don't think it's fair for defenders with negative motion changing the course of mobility and then chase. I agree. Isn't that about Mafia, the whole country? It's a beautiful game. It is a beautiful game. I have seen it. BF6 looks crazy this year, like we're in a good battlefield after a while. Nathan, one sentence isn't coming. It probably isn't coming home anyway, dude. But yeah, I'm not the fan of any national team. Fucking. Words free kick is beautiful. Yeah, bro, but he's not going to do that in the league. So I guess it doesn't matter in a way. With this rule, Sesko's getting the golden boot. You just stand up, right? M go. What's up? What's up, M go? Mbappe gonna become GOAT from Turtle. With this rule, Nunez would have been the greatest striker. I mean, they still have to hit the ball on target, guys. Let's see the people we're naming here. They still have to hit it on target. Nepal uprising dam damages, bro. I saw we just discussed it at the beginning. Talumba, there was an earthquake-proof Hilton, which literally I saw someone vlogging from because they wanted to go do the Himalayan base camp, Everest base camp trek, and I'm not even joking. I literally saw him stay in the same hotel. The hotel was beautiful, and then literally 2 months later, it's a skeleton. Good, Lukaku 40 goal season incoming. You won't have issues with small body parts because that caused big trouble. New offside rule will force the teams to play low block. Good. We should play low block anyway. Frustrate other people for a change. Morata is a golden boot winner. Hey Matthew, it was a sad day yesterday. Sorry, what happened yesterday? Oh, the yeah. I don't know if I can even say it without something happening to the stream. So yeah. Tell me one thing: how many times you get frustrated? I don't get frustrated at all, dude. When I'm not, as long as Onana doesn't start for my team, I have a very realistic expectations of everything. Eki TikTok is pretty good. Eki TikTok. Yeah, but seriously, what was your analysis of Portugal was hungry? I thought the defense and crosser of Portugal. Yeah, but rhythm. This is the thing. This is what I'm trying to say, dude. There is it. It's this is why you can't take internationals at face value. Rhythm. Like yesterday, I saw people go like Haaland scored 5. Norway is a joke. I'm gonna find something. I hope I can find it here. And I'm going to tell you something similar happened. Bro, they played Moldova and they scored 11, right? I just want to see if I can find because I remember it like it was yesterday, dude. So I don't. I anyway. I'll get back to that. Just remind me little bit later for it. I will get back to that, but because that no, that is something I was thinking about, and everyone got gassed about it. I remember something similar happening, and they flubbed completely. I don't know which year it was, but bro, Norway is not qualified for any World Cup, dude. Like, who cares if they score 11 goals against Moldova? Like, genuinely. Now, that might sound really arrogant to say, but just think about that. What the sentence I just said. What difference does it make? Norway beat Armenia in 2022 9-0. 4 days before that, they beat Slovakia 2-0. Bro, this is kind of my point. This is kind of my point. It's it. I mean, it depends on the team. Yeah, they beat Bahamas or something one time, didn't they? They beat some Caribbean team like 12-0 or something. Like whatever, dude. Like it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, they're beating Luxembourg 1-0, bro. You know, good for them. Good for them. Like, I mean, it's just not an indication. Norway can't qualify for anything to save their life, dude. Like, what does it mean? What does it really mean scoring 11 goals against Norway? I mean, against Moldova. What does it really mean when you can't even qualify for the World Cup? Like, okay. Whose time will you be on your football unfiltered? Nathan, what should I eat for snacks now? Fried momos or fried chicken? Honestly, for snacks, Suraj, I would prefer if you eat boiled momos. Simply because if you're going to eat something oily after that, it would be just healthier to eat something boiled for now. You know, that would be my suggestion. But probably momos because it's a lot less calories if you're going to eat something for a snack. Politics have become way too toxic now. I'm sticking to sports. Well, I told you to do that ages ago, Matthew. Prayag is saying for Asgard, name player also scored 4, but everyone was milky. But Prayag, here's the thing. This is not the point. It's a great performance by Norway, right? At the end of the day, you still have to score the goals. The problem here is that people take this. I'm telling you right now, write it down, Prayag. You come here when they go to October. You come here and we'll have this discussion. Clip this up just for memory, not to post anywhere. The next game they'll win maybe 1-0 or they'll even lose. And then no one's going to think about the 11-1 Moldova win. Trust me. It's just like that. Are we doing predictions? We are doing now. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat, but we will start right now. I want to write a book about Onana. That'll be the end of an era. I like that. I won't mind because City fans need something to celebrate before Manchester Derby. At this point, Norway should start their own Valhalla Cup. I got your point. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. You can see it. You can just see the last 10 matches. They beat they beat Faroe Islands 4-0 and then they like win 1-0 against Serbia. It's like the level is just different, isn't it? Than getting steamed momos. It's a good idea. Asha, so how's the feeling for the derby? Well, we're going to get to it towards the end, Ash. But to sum it up, very positive. Apparently, Asgard is the replacement for Gyökeres for Sporting. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Okay, should we start? I think we should start, shall we? Okay, let's go. Don't forget, Onana's will be. No. Why did you have to remind us, Prayag? Let us just celebrate. Let us celebrate 1 year of freedom at least. All right, guys. Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. This is the perfect one to start for. Big Ange is back. And he insists he has nothing to prove to anyone at Forest. This is already turning out to be great. Because if I'm honest with you, that's not how I would approach my first interview. He has nothing to prove at Forest. Keep in mind, Forest was the better team last year. That's just a great start, isn't it? Already a great start. First interview is already becoming annoying. Small victory. I'll take it, Prayag. It's a great victory for my blood pressure for 1 year. How I describe Onana. Streets will forget a player like Onana, a walking work of trash. Vintage. Oh God. Vintage under evaluation. Big Ange is smashing. Oh, I like that. Smashing. Arsenal in his first one. So the last 10 head-to-heads have been 6 wins for Arsenal, 3 wins for Forest, 1 draw. The last match they played in February ended up as a goalless draw. Wow, we would take that already, wouldn't we? Before that, a 3-0 Arsenal win, and before that, a 2-1 Arsenal win. So Arsenal's actually won the last three. Before that, it was a lot more even. I think it was 3-3. So it was three. Yeah, I think it was 3-3, and then Arsenal have won the last three and drawn one. So the head-to-head has not favored Forest as much last season. To be fair to Arsenal, 3-0 and then 0-0 last year. At home, they won 3-0 to Nottingham Forest. Big Ange, what do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen? Starting. Did you hear what Onana said in an interview with Trabzonspor? What do you think, Rhythm? Do you think I listened to it? Onana was said, listen, same day as the derby, stars are lining themselves. Sharat Saxena, Ange for the win by 3-0. 3-0. What do you think, guys? I think Ange, well, factually actually has a better team this year, doesn't he? The Forest team did do better than them, no matter. I mean, they did win a Europa League, but in fairness, they did beat them. They were the better team last season. What do you think? I think the team last week, I believe, was Williams, Morello, Milenkovic, Savona. I don't think I've seen Nottingham Forest play this season. Actually, not as a watch along. At least we are going to do our first one. Sells, obviously, we know. Elliot Anderson's been wonderful. Douglas Luiz back in the Premier League. David Ndoye. Is it David Ndoye? I think it is David Ndoye. Let me just check. Dan Ndoye. Sorry, it's not David Ndoye. Dan Ndoye from Switzerland. And Gibbs White, Cho, and Wood. People are predicting Eze to start this week. That's going to be interesting for sure. Merino coming off of his hat trick in the international break. That's going to be interesting. You know what? I honestly think Ange is going to shake things up. To be honest, I really, really think he's going to shake things up. What did he say? I don't see it as a point. So Ange said this. I don't see it as a point to prove. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. You let your actions speak for themselves, and you understand the responsibility you have. You have to provide joy to the supporters. That's why football clubs exist. They are the lifeblood of this game. That's all I care about. I'll win things here. I'll win things here, and people will still have doubts about me. Here we go. Not this again. Postecoglou's first game at the helm seems an improbable task given his own personal record against Arsenal as well as Forest. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. The stats don't help them in the favor at all, to be honest. 3-1 Forest win. Hey, Rot, it's been a while, buddy. How have you been? Wreathed in the jersey of the opposition team. New manager bounce works against Arsenal. That's why Sharak Sasena for the win. I don't know, but I might throw a bold prediction here. Isak will flop and Poole will go trophyless this season. Isak will flop. Honestly, I do think Ekitike is actually going to get more goals, to be honest. What's up? Do you think we'll win the Premier League this season? No, I don't think we're going to win the Premier League this season. Nice one. Mate, getting ready to win the championship next season. It's Forest. Oh God, can you imagine if they finish 17th without Nuno and then Marinakis has to just put his hands up and go shit. I out gangstered the wrong person this time. So predictions in the chat, guys. Predictions in the chat before we go to the next one. Saliba and Saka having talks for a new contract. Seriously, what does Arteta feed these guys? They sign knowing the only thing they'll be celebrating by the end of the season are their birthdays. Oh God. It's a little too early in the evening to laugh like a drunk person. 2 years since the useless player first fumbled onto the storied stage. Now is immaculate immaturity. AO24 reunited. Marinakis and Ange are different people. Yeah, of course they're different people. 3-0 Sharat Saxena. Come on, guys. So 3-0, one is saying. Come on, put your scores down quickly so we can move on to the next one. I actually think at the Emirates, this is going to be a tough match. But I'm hoping Ange will do something. I'm going to say 1-1. I'm hoping for a draw. I'm going to be a little bit of a hater today. 1-1, I'll say. Why did Forest sack Nuno? I'm on social media detox, so that's news to me. Well, it happened only a few days ago, Rod. So your detox was you would have just missed it. Basically, he's had a falling out with Edu, allegedly. So yeah, 3-1, 3-1 Forest win. Bloody hell, 3-1. Wow. 3-1 and 3-0 at the Emirates. Really? God, you're way more confident than I am. I'm going to say 1-1. Arteta's tactics will slap me on one cheek, let me put the other cheek ahead of football. 4-0 Arsenal, welcome back, mate. No hate to Pool, but highly unlikely if they do 2 in a row. I don't know how, but I'm getting this weird vibe from City. Feels like they'll bounce back really strong mid-season. As long as they don't do it to us on Sunday, dude. Ange to Arteta, come and say good day. 8-2 Forest, Ange holding his balls and mocking Arteta. Wow, that's an image. That's definitely an image. Nuno had a falling out with a gangster owner of Forrester. Apparently, they said that was all okay, but then, I mean, I don't know if any of it is true or not, to be honest. But they said that is all right, and then he had a problem with Edu as well, apparently. Hi, Anirban. Good evening. So the next one, this one we're not going to really deep dive in. I just want a rough one here. Bournemouth versus Brighton. Bournemouth versus Brighton. Just for your own references, I'll give you a little head to head. 9 wins for Bournemouth, 7 wins for Brighton, 4 draws. Brighton have won the last two, so they have gone 2-0 in the Premier League. Yes, 2-0 in the Premier League against Bournemouth last season. 2 tight games, 2-1 each to Brighton, home and away. What do you guys think? I don't know, man. Bournemouth's looking good this season. I don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how they're looking good, but they're looking good. I have to be honest. Semenyo, I don't know why he re-signed that deal, but he did. So Bournemouth is currently 7th on 6 points, and Brighton is currently 11th on 4 points. What do you guys think? I'm gonna say Bournemouth's gonna win, man. I think they're still gonna continue the momentum for a little bit longer at least. Starting to hit football like Mbappe. Wait, what? Footballers like Mbappe, you mean? I never liked Mbappe anyway, to be honest with you. 2-2 draw, says Rajiv. Interesting. As long as there's goals, it'll be fun. Ange and Mr. Marinakis, which sporting director can match their level in history? I'm interested. Enlighten us. Well, the sporting director is that Edu, no? Edu left Arsenal to join them. So Ras Hatka is saying a 2-2. Wow, another 2-2 draw. Okay. Bournemouth win. Okay. 2-1. That's what I predicted. Brighton did beat City. Listen, man, I'm not saying Brighton's bad. I'm just saying Bournemouth will hold on. It's also at home, no? It's also at the Vitality Stadium. So they'll have that little advantage. Also, Bournemouth, I mean, Iraola is probably going to get a really good job after this, isn't he? By the way, off topic, weakest top 6 manager according to you. Well, we aren't in the top 6. So I'm going to assume you're talking about last year's weakest top six, which would be, well, Ange is not there anymore. Who was the top six last year? So Slot, Arteta, Pep, Maresca. Who finished fifth? God, I don't even remember who finished fifth. Oof. Let me just have a look quickly, shall I? It's right here. I don't know why I'm thinking. Pull Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Howe, and Unai Emery. Probably Howe. Say what you want about Good Evening, but he actually has a little bit about himself. Iraola is doing great. He is, isn't he? Only vibes I get from City is the wrath of a frustrated club spending 600 billion of winter window by half of Serie A and La Liga. 3-1 Semenyo masterclass, okay? So I said 2-1, there's 3-1 Semenyo, 2-2 draw by Raz Hatka and Rajiv, 2-1 Bournemouth win with me like Prayag. Swaps being more respectful, 1-0 Bournemouth. Sekiro is saying 4-1 away win for Brighton. Wow. Iraola is a good manager, better than Arteta for sure. Oy. If we win tomorrow, we'll win against Chelsea. Mark my lies. Hey Krishanu, hello, good evening. Hola amigo, how are you doing? I'm good, Valence. I'm good. How are you? As much as I hate Arsenal, 2-0 Arsenal. Oh, okay. 2-0 Arsenal. What about Bournemouth and Brighton, Subhajit? Are you confident about the derby? I'm surprisingly calm about the derby. That's what I would say, Krishanu. Surprisingly calm about it. Grealish leaves City and wins Player of the Month with Everton. Yeah, but foot was. Listen, man. This is one thing I won't say I'll defend Pep for, but it's one thing that is well known. Pep cuts out all the individuality of the player and turns him into a proper system player, isn't it? So Jack Grealish was bought for 100 million because of his creativity and his X factor. Just didn't happen, isn't it? Just didn't happen. So he's gone back to Everton. It's happening now again. Bro, include Amarim for goodness sake. I mean, no, I thought you meant like top six from last season, right? I'm trying to be respectful, dude. I'm not trying to, there's people will say you finished 15th. How can you include him? So I was talking about the real top six. I mean, or the actual top six. Technically Spurs also didn't finish sixth, right? It should be Spurs and us, but maybe this year it will be both of us. Who knows? Emery last year, Eddie Howe. Yeah, I think Eddie Howe, man. I feel like I hear you why people would say Emery, but I have to say he still has some more. He probably has more credibility than Howe, doesn't he? To be fair, Chelsea finished fifth. Yeah, I mean top six. Unai, Eddie Howe. Top six of last season, right? Yeah. Chelsea finished fourth. Chelsea did finish fourth. Yes. Marco Bizot. Yeah. Eddie's good. Unai drops a howler sometimes. That's true. That's true. Why are we talking about Marco Bizot? Oh, okay, I got it. Never mind. That was brilliant. United is sure shot fifth, seventh this season. God, I like your confidence, Bradul. I like your confidence. But is Martinez playing? Martinez. Oh no, it. Interesting. What are your thoughts on Brighton manager? Don't ask me the name. Yeah, his name is I think it's Fabian Herzler, Julian Herzler, something like that. I think he can also drop a clanger to borrow some words from the chat earlier. 100% he can also drop a clanger, and I think he's good. I think he's still green, man, but he's doing the best he can right now, Sekiro. Couple more years and he'd probably be a B plus manager, maybe an A. Not a he won't be an A plus manager. He's too young, but B plus to A manager for sure. He needs few more years under his belt. Last few City matches were good, to be honest. The nonchalant derby, or derby as they say in England. For first time in very long, I'm looking forward to the derby. I'll be fine if we lose, but the signs are there for progress. Exactly. If you put Dallow's brain in a horse, he would bark. My Manchester derby prediction: City 78%, 20 United 22%. Shots at time City 5, United 20. Shots at target City 4, United 2. Manchester will be red, says Mustache. Nathan is nonchalant because he knows that इन दोनों में कोई ना नहीं जीतेगी. क्योंकि ये दोनों जिंदगी से हारे हुए लोग हैं. Leave me alone, dude. That's what I said. Fabian Hurzeller, maybe? Julian Draxler. He was at Wolfsburg, right? I'm pretty sure Julian Draxler was actually a Schalke player before he became popular. Fabian Hurzeller, yeah. So mostly it's a sweeping Bournemouth win, except for a couple of draws. So and a 4-1, I believe, a 4-1. Someone said 4-1. Let me see the name there so I can remember it. Sekiro said 4-1 to Brighton. So that'll be interesting. All right, quickly. Crystal Palace Sunderland. Not that this makes any difference, but I will do a little head to head for y'all. 3 wins apiece and 2 draws. These are all Premier League matches, by the way, head to head. 3-3 and 2 draws. Last time they played each other was 2017. Sunderland won 4-2 away and Crystal Palace won 3-2 away. Wow. Sorry, 4-0 away Sunderland won and 3-2 away Palace won. Wow. Apparently this should be a competitive game. I don't think so. I think Sunderland are going to get a humbling tomorrow, but yes. Chances of Nottingham finishing above Spurs, not as good this year. I don't think, not as good this year. Did you see the bicycle kick from Ononu? No, I didn't. Did you see Ragnick using a bicycle because of his injury? I thought it's funny though. Hey man, listen. He's that kind of guy, like remember when what was his name? Yeah, the Italian guy. The guy who kept smoking all the time. Who used to be a banker part-time when he used to coach in the lower leagues. How have I forgotten his name? Yeah, the Chelsea manager. Apparently, just to make him comfortable, certain clubs would give him a literally inbuild a smoking room in their dressing rooms, which I think is kind of cool. It's nice. I don't know if you should probably try to cut smoking, but he used to keep doing that, so that was interesting. So people do these weird things, man. Managers. There was that guy. I don't know if you've ever seen it because some of you guys will be really young. But there was this Ruben Kazan manager, and he had like these fat prayer beads. It looked like a giant rosary, and he would wear it like right down here like this. I think it was the Ruben Kazan manager when they used to qualify for Champions League before. Bro, that guy looked intense. Fabian Baigan. Zayed Singh, bro, was not bringing a midfielder wrong choice. I mean, it was the wrong choice, Zayed. But what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? You can't do anything about it, bro. By the way, if not United, who you rather want winning the PL? Want is the keyword. Want? I would want Crystal Palace to win the Premier League. Sunderland just became because of storyline for vibes. In other words, Crystal Palace 1-0. 0.0000. And obviously, it was a short-sighted move. I mean, it was just terrible. Short-sighted, I think, is a polite way. Apparently, we are going back in January. Let's see. We spent 30 million on Dogu in January, so let's see. Take it as their word for now. How you feel about being wrong that Chad Gable isn't El Grande Americano? Ooh, Aditya, that reminds me. Tomorrow, Jean Silva is going to fight. I don't know what time is the UFC. You might want to watch it on repeat, or if you have Tata Sky, you might want to save it. It's not a pay-per-view anymore because of injuries. They cancelled it. No, because of the stadium wasn't built yet in Mexico. They've cancelled it. So you are going to have to get up and watch it whenever you want to. 3:30 a.m. Good luck, Aditya, if you want to see the crazy guy. 3:30 in the morning on Sunday. Good luck. Enjoy that. Sarri, that's it. Mauricio Sarri. That's right. When Julian Draxler went to PSG, he disappeared after that. Yeah, probably because that's what I believe he went to the Middle East for a year or two, didn't he? Crystal Palace 2-0. Sorry, thank you, Mauricio. Sorry, yes. Would never happen. Spurs have two good players now. That's what I said. Very low chance. Sorry, the chain smoker. I mean, listen, man. It was nice of it was nice of other grounds to do it for him. I thought it was a little classy move. Not that I promote smoking in any sense of the word, but still. So-called Sari ball as per. I mean, they just put ball in front of anything now, don't they? So it's okay, man. We all do that now, sadly. Spurs getting a top manager and their curse of an owner also left. Do you see the twist of fate, Nathan? They might get the people who are interested in buying us as well destroyer. That would be a real twist in fate. He was the Florian Wirtz before Florian Wirtz and Kai Havertz. That is true. That is very, very true, actually. SmackDown update announced for tomorrow. Farmers will show up. Oh, wait. Show up Tiffany versus Jade for title. Orton versus Drew grudge match. Okay. Tomorrow should be fun then. Even back in the late 90s and early 2000s, Ancelotti was a chain smoker. Go for Brighton win. Okay, so let's finish. So Brighton win. They defeated City. So one more Brighton win. 2-0 Sunderland. Okay, I have to give you mine now. I've caught up. How new offside rule changes the tactics of the game? Teams thrive more. Which teams thrive more in this new rule? The ones that already have a low block. Because you'll just force them to be a push further back. Prediction: La Liga winner, Serie A winner, PL winner. Akshat, I think it's going to be Barcelona this year. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. I can't really explain it to you. Just a feeling I have. Serie A will be Napoli again. I think they've actually got better players this year. That unbelievable midfield of Mixos and De Bruyne. It's going to be a long Serie A for the rest of Italy. PL winner, I said Liverpool. Akshat, I've already made my Premier League prediction, so yeah, I'll stick with it. Rhythm: Carlo was an aura farmer before aura was invented. Bro was coming in training on a chopper. Got a new song dedicated to Bayern Munich's UCL in the entire season. Can I sing it for you? I mean, you could. I don't know how you'd do that, but yeah. Apparently, Sari stepped on cigarettes at Kappa's arm before that pen shootout against City. Do you think Manchester Derby is probably worse than 15 years in terms of both teams are struggling? I think we are struggling way more than they are, Sekiro. So no. Maybe in the 1990. I mean, City wasn't even in the league back then. Never mind. 1-1 draw. Okay, so Crystal Palace, Sunderland, 1-1 draw. I'm going to say Crystal Palace hammer Sunderland. I'm going to say 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Next one up. The Jack Grealish derby. Everton versus Aston Villa at whatever the new Everton ground's called. I keep forgetting it. What is it? U Dickinson? Hill Dickinson Stadium. They had such a nice name. Hill Dickinson Stadium. Nonsense. 7 wins, 7 draws. 7 wins Everton, 11 wins Aston Villa, 7 draws. Most of this is Premier League head-to-heads. One cup match in the last 15. Okay. 1 cup match. Who won the cup match? Everton won the cup match as well. 2023. 2 years ago. Around 2 years ago. So, Everton versus Aston Villa, guys. Thoughts. Ronaldo scored via in the PL. I don't remember the opponent. Probably West. Big Sauce. It's McArnold. There's Alex Ferguson, the aura generator. Okay. 3-1 Palace. Yeah, I think Palace are going to make it comfortable. Ancelotti was a chain smoker, so the banger songs I used to listen to were made by Don Carlo. Everton 2-1. Rajiv Singh, Everton 2-1. Sad though, they might get 15-point deductions after that. That's what they decided to do. La Liga winner Real Madrid, Barca, no chance. Their backline is just one injury away. PL, as I said, Arsenal. Serie A, hands down Napoli, as they have Højlund and Scott and their average player KDB. Sorry for the terrible joke, by the way. Grealish won Player of the Month. He did win Player of the Month. Everton wins only to find out the FA imposed a 20-point deduction on them. I think Everton versus Villa is a draw. Goalless or with goals, but a draw in my opinion. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's something about Everton right now. They're scraping by. They're scraping by at the moment, happily. I shouldn't even say they're scraping by. They're actually doing all right, all things considered. Everton are currently 5th in the table with 6 points. Plus 2 goal difference. And Aston Villa are... Wow, okay. I clearly didn't see the table before doing this preview. Aston Villa are 19th with 1 point. Now minus 4 goal difference. I definitely didn't know that. I definitely did not know that before doing the stream. 19th place. Oof. 2-2 draw. Song dedicated Bayern Munich. Quarterfinals. We are winning Bundesliga. Samina. Story of Bayern Munich fans go. Well, I haven't scored yet in the Premier League. Yeah, no way, man. Even Dewsbury Hall has gotten goals and assists in the last game. Then he got a goal and an assist in the last game. Everton for me, 2-0, man. The Hill Dickinson Stadium started out in a loss, but they seem to be rolling now. And I think they're going to continue. Pulkit saying 2-0 Everton. I agree. I think it's 2-0 as well. Everton finishing European place by the end of the season. Bro, if David Moyes finishes in European spots before us, it's not going to look good. Let's just put it that way. So you're right. I have personal bias for Sir Alex Oxlade because of Manchester United. Castle in the relegation zone as well. They are, and they are. Emery's getting sacked this season. Oof. I feel that if Everton wins the PL, they should face a 10,000 point reduction. Just started playing Football Manager 24 with MEFC. It's very hard. 26 is coming out there. Why would you play 24 still? How was the song? The song was a lot better than I thought it would be, Rhythm. Definitely. 3-1 Everton. Wow. So everyone's saying Everton, no? So Anak saying it's a draw, to be fair. Goal or goalless, but it's a draw. Ubin has surprisingly better record against Pep. Yeah, let's hope it continues for our sake. Let's hope it continues for us. Apparently, this is the worst first start to a season since 2004, or first start for Pep this season, or something like that. And if Pep loses against us, the last time City lost 3 out of 4, they got relegated. That was the last time they lost their first 3 out of 4 games. They got relegated, it seems. So let's see. Let's see. So Everton is the win there for most people. Fulham versus Leeds. Oh boy, Fulham versus dirty Leeds. 6 wins Fulham, 4 wins Leeds, 6 draws. Wow, it's a lot more even than I thought it would be. Fulham in the 2023 season, 2022-2023 season when Leeds was up last time. Fulham won 2-0 and 2-1. Interesting. Sorry, they played 3 times. Fulham won. Oh, sorry, Leeds. Fulham beat them in the FA Cup. Okay, so it is 1-1. No, it is 2-1 last time. The last 3 games. 2-1 to Fulham. Interesting. Last season, Ruben changed team just to defeat Pep again. I think he loves spanking Pep. What the F? Yeah, apparently, if City loses, the last time they lost 3 out of 4, they got relegated. I told you, Nathan, Moyes is a better manager than Amram. Like, Moyes inherited a struggling Everton squad mid-season and well still finish above you. Yeah, but the thing is, Rajiv, man, I don't want to make excuses. It happened. I can think of a fair excuse, but it's not really worth it because it's done now, It's done. We can't do anything about that. It's true. Other teams' fans don't expect too many injuries because they don't regularly suffer from them. So it's a bit surprising for them when someone's injured, but we expect injuries and they just keep happening. Again, Mount's injured. God knows for how many months. Cunha apparently is training, but Amarim's not taking the risk. Yeah. We will get a banger press from Emery. Villa winning with an own goal. Peace out. Peace out. Yeah, Abhijit. I hope Everton lose. Why? Doesn't matter. Everton's getting relegated because Chelsea's charged for 75 charges, so Everton will get a 30-point reduction. That's such a crazy fact. Feel like a giving 10-point reduction to Everton. I don't know why. 3-1 Fulham leads. Fulham leads, guys. Fulham leads. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you where they are on the table. Just for fun. That King player, he's doing really well. Yeah, debut season starting. Such a young player playing in the midfield. Josh King, not to be confused with Bournemouth striker Josh King that used to play for them. So Leeds is 12th and Fulham is 18th. First three games have been rough for a lot of teams, huh? 74 charges. Yes. You should screen share for the predictions, Nathan. But I can't do it on OBS, dude. Today I thought I'd just do a quick stream here, but yeah, normally we will do the check-in. The check-in I think we should do. I'm thinking of which one to do on StreamYard because I have limited hours. Should I do the predictions or should I do the check-in? I'm thinking about it. I have to think about it for this weekend, then we'll see what's what. Maz look like mbeumo in the video. They wore the same outfits as well. Nuno Santo looks like a mbeumo uncle because they're Everton. Okay, Nathan bro, I'm good. Defective FC. I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain. So most people are saying Fulham win. 2-2 draw says Footverse. Rajiv says 3-1 Fulham win. I'm going to say, I don't know, man. 2 draws and a loss. It's not great, is it, for Fulham? Do I want Leeds to win? Not really. Not really. They're too close to us on the table at the moment. I'm going to say 1-1 draw. I'm going to say 1-1 draw. I'm going to say for the check-in show. Okay, we'll do it for the check-in show then. Fine. We'll do it for the check-in show. Thinking about it. Is Mount injured again? He is injured again, yes. Cunha will not also play. We'll get to it anyway. There's just a few games left. Newcastle versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Oh, this is going to be brilliant. Newcastle United versus Wolves, guys. Just for the record, the table is, you already know, 17th and 20th. Newcastle is 17th and Wolverhampton is 20. Wolverhampton is the only team in the Premier League with 0 points at the moment. That is not a good stat. Head to head is 9 wins Newcastle, 4 wins Wolverhampton, 9 draws. That's also not a good stat. Is Newcastle going to get their first win? They're going to get their first win, aren't they? They're going to get their first win. 3-0 Newcastle. Castle win easy, says Shaunak. No matter how much everyone trolls Everton, when the time comes, they're going to spank Liverpool like an abusive. That's an interesting explanation. Screenshot on OBS, just that display capture. I'll help you if you want me to. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'll have a look on that. I'll have a look on that for sure. The next one. Okay. What do you think about Voltamada? I have very strong views on it just because of the price. Defective FC, if I'm being honest with you, my opinion is going to be a harsh one, which most people will say it's not his fault. I don't know if Newcastle was desperate, but 80 million on Nick Voltamada, that's not a great idea. They spent 50 for a proven Premier League striker in Visa just to spend 80 on an unproven one. Just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but if it works out for them, then it'll be a great future investment, won't it? So for me, it's a weird one, but they wanted to spend money on forwards this year, so they got their money and they spent it. I feel we should sell Mount next season. He has played more Hospital FC than MU. Yeah, but Footwas, this is what I'm saying. No, like people are trying to get rid of Shaw, but Shaw is actually fit. Mount's not fit. I think Shaw has played more games than Mason Mount in the last 3 years. How do you like that for a stat? Imagine if it's true. Imagine if that stat's true. Shaw's played more games than Mount in the last 3 years. Can't really complain about Luke Shaw anymore, can you? Guess what? They both played in the same team this season and Luke Shaw's still playing football. And he's looking a lot thinner, I can't lie. He's looking a lot thinner too. So, until no manager wins a trophy, you cannot call anyone a better manager. Fair enough. Fair enough. Pulkit Singh 2-2. 2-2 for the Newcastle Wolves game, really? No, man. I think Newcastle's going to win 2-0. Steam Momo stream plus Friday Night Football is back. What a time to be alive. Plus, we're here for the early stream tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're doing the Arsenal game, and on Sunday, we're doing the Manchester Derby. That 759 million debt is too hard to beat in FM 24. Who will buy Mount? Rajiv, that's the problem. That's the problem. Visa's injured for Newcastle. Wonderful. No, but I was just talking about in terms of spending the money, Rajiv. That anyway, you can't do anything about, to be fair. But you can't do anything about if people are injured, right? But in terms of money spent and worth it, agree, bro. I think it'll be so tough, bro, to survive in the PL for Voltamada. But let's see. Listen, the good thing going for him is much like Hoyland is he's young. If it doesn't work out, he can always rebuild his career somewhere else. That is always the good news when you buy someone this young. Voldemort will score for Newcastle, in my opinion. Wouldn't be surprised. By the way, Jack Grealish still clear of your winger because he's got that Anthony Gordon, Vista, Voldemort, and Elanga as forwards. Newcastle ain't looking bad. Yeah, but the thing about Mridul, I'm sure I don't believe you were in the opening day stream, Mridul. We do the opening day stream normally, which is always on a Friday, annoyingly. We did the Newcastle Aston Villa game, and Newcastle were hammering Aston Villa for like first 20 minutes maybe. Then Aston Villa started getting back into the game. Then at 65 minutes, Konza did easily one of the worst attempts at taking a red card I've seen in my life. He waited for the player to go around him instead of just cutting him off while he was behind him. But for the next 27, 28 minutes, Newcastle had all the time in the world and space in the world because of one less player, and they still couldn't score a goal. And in that game, we were keeping an eye on Alanga because obviously he's one of our own, right? And the one thing I noticed is in Nottingham Forest, they got a lot of counter goals, like the one he scored against us to beat us 1-0. He had space to run for 80 meters, open goal, and scored. When you play for better teams, you just naturally don't get that space because that is the instructions. And a couple of times he had the ball on the wing and he tried to push it forward, but there was no space to push it because either the defenders were really close or he had to be really high up the pitch, for a long ball or for an incisive pass. And he just didn't have enough space. He tried to knock on the ball would get cut off. He just doesn't have the time when you play for Newcastle. So you have to keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. You defend differently when you start getting playing for better teams. So sorry, the opposition defends differently, I should say. But yeah, Shaw played 70 games, Mount played 48. There you have it. One broke his leg, one didn't. I share using OBS, that's why I know you should tune in. Okay. Newcastle ain't looking bad. I hope you're right, Bradul, because right now they're looking really bad. Let's see. They might get their first win. If they don't, though, if they don't beat dead last Wolves, who don't have a point, I think Eddie Howe's in real trouble. Does anyone else think Eddie Howe's in real trouble if Wolves beat Newcastle? In that sense, even I can say I've never seen Onana injured as he was starting every match. So is Onana useful for us? Oh, fair enough. Voldemort is a baller by. I'm not saying he's not, dude. I'm just saying when you come that young to a league, it could be difficult for you. Yeah, that they have like around 140 million on Voldemort and Visa. That's too much. At least I think so. If it works, they'll be called a genius, Rajiv. So that's how it is, isn't it? Is it exactly all Isaac money seems wasted on paper? Suppose we'll see. We'll definitely see. Definitely see defective. Bhai, itna acha gana. Okay. Yeah, I watch Bundesliga on regular basis. I've seen Baltimore playing. That guy is the baller. Well, Valence, listen, man. I never pretend to watch things I don't watch. I just think there's enough proof to see people that come from the Bundesliga don't necessarily succeed. So we'll find out, I guess. He's going to get a baptism by fire, as they like to say. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Minutes played by Mount since 23-24 season, 1913, and Shaw 2024. Told you. Wouldn't be surprised if Shaw's played more than Mount. People are trying to get rid of Shaw. Shaw's on less money than Mount, by the way. Not trying to trigger anyone in the chat. Just letting you guys know. At least Shaw's been here for 10 years to earn that check. Sorry. Wasn't intended to trigger anybody, in case nobody knew that. I think Eddie and Potter are in trouble. I do think they are in trouble. That is true. I said Potter was the first one to get sacked. Nuno got sacked on a technicality. I don't count it. I said it's going to be Potter, Mark Andrews. No, those were the two I picked. Yeah. Nuno got sacked for other reason. I mean, obviously you have to count it, but I think based on performances, it's going to be Potter. Technically, they spent more than they got for Isaac. Bad business. That is true. They did spend more. That's right. That's right. They did spend more when you tally it up, isn't it? Shaw playing now does not guarantee us that he'll play the whole season. Next season, anyhow, we have to offload Mount and Shaw. But the question is, who will buy them Mount to Germany? Possible. I honestly think it depends on the fitness this year. I think if Luke Shaw is fit for over 80% of the season, I think he has one year left. I don't think we're going to renew. So if we're not going to renew, we might keep him for 1 year because it will depend. And I know people are not going to enjoy it. But I think it will depend. It'll depend on who we are trying to buy, definitely. I ate a lot and I'm about to explore. Anyone's got to suggest for me a side, go for a walk because I already am. I don't triggered. Okay, so West Ham United versus Tottenham Hotspurs, guys. Come on, let's pass through these ones quickly. I'll be on for another 20 for 25 minutes. West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur. 4-0 Spurs. 4-0 Spurs. I think Frank is going to end Potter's career this week. I have a strange feeling. I believe West Ham are tied on points with Newcastle. Their goal difference is going to get greatly affected this week. I'm going to say 4-0 Spurs. I know Spurs lost. I know they lost to Brentford. I know that happened. Sorry, Bournemouth. I know that happened. But I'm telling you, man, West Ham's horrible. Licha, another problem. Miss games regularly. But apparently we are looking to extend his career, his contract. His contract is going to end in 2027. Footverse. I don't know if you know that news came out today, by the way, about a couple of hours ago. 4-0 Spurs says Sekiro. Rajiv saying 2-1 West Ham. Rajiv just being a hater. Now I know he's being a hater because I know he doesn't rate Potter. I know he doesn't rate Potter for sure. But it's fair enough. Already tried the Street Dog said, good luck, little bro. I'm not helping you, okay? West Ham 3-1. West Ham. No way. 3-1 Spurs. Under Kolumani. What is that? What is that? The French song? The French, what is that? Veggie Dreams World Cup song. What kind of rapper name is Veggie Dream anyway? They gotta be they at least have to try and be creative with these names. Dude. Thomas Frank looks confident, excited to see Simons. I don't know. Is it Simons or Simons? I don't know. He's not French, is he? In the PL. Would he start? Do you think he's gonna start straight away? Or do you think he's gonna get yes. And here comes the new signing. He's coming on at 65th minute. That kind of thing. Because it is away. It is at the London Stadium. All to be fair, it's not really far away from their stadium, but still. 1-0 Kudus win on the Kudus derby. 1-0, really? 3-0 Tottenham, 2-1 Spurs. Am I the only one whose confidence Spurs is really going to win? I said 4-0. Short play, less games that Bruno and one is here for half the time than the facts. Fair point, Abhijit. And Abhijit's not necessarily the biggest Bruno guy, you know. But yeah, that is true. 6-1 Spurs. Bro, he's gonna get sacked if they lose 6-1. I don't think they'll even blink. They'll sack him before the weekend's up. It's on Saturday, isn't it? He'll be gone if they lose 6-1. Simons. Oh, it is Simons. Okay, fair enough. And my intuition, Harry Potter's gonna help his uncle, bro. He needs to help himself. I mean, I got it, Abhijit. I read it. I understood it. I think I understood it the first time, to be fair. I hate Spurs. I don't like Potter as well, but I'm counting on Spurs to lose. I don't think it's gonna happen, Rajiv, to be honest. Bournemouth, I can understand. They are a well-drilled team. This West Ham team's not well anything. He will. Thomas announced. Oh, Thomas said he's gonna start. Oh, wow, that's interesting. He said he's gonna start, and Colo too. Wow, fair enough. Veggie Dream, I guess. Yeah, Veggie Dream is just. I mean, the song's nice, but the names just they could do better. It's actually Xavi Simons. Post Daniel Levy era begins for them as well. We will all miss Levy. Bro, will you actually miss Levy? Apparently, when Levy took charge, Spurs was only worth 80 million. He's made them a lot of money, dude. I think you should be happy Levy's not there anymore. Nathan, check my new DP. Bro, who the hell is that? Is that you? Hold on a minute. I have to see this now. I have to see this. No, Rhythm. Why did he do him like that, Rhythm? That's a little out of order, I can't lie. Why did you do a guy like that, man? Nathan, if Spurs scores 3 in the first half, he'll get sacked before the start of the second half. He probably will. How things are going, I'm just waiting for someone to say that's not going to happen. But Nathan, Nuno's gone. One more Wolves level manager left to be sacked. Guinness Book of World Records has announced a record in the name of ETH, least games taken to get sacked. Just sack Graham Potter and get Jose Mourinho, man. Oh, West Ham, no, don't. Why are you doing this to Jose, dude? No. Bruno Fernandes child is that's young Bruno, I know. Finance. Bruno, share some stories if you know about when players revolted against club or owners for managers sacking. Just came to my mind seeing Forest. Um, I don't know if they revolted, but there is an allegedly, I should say, Mridul. There was a big player issue with Mourinho the second time when they finished on the bottom half of the table. I don't know how true that is. See, dude, mostly people don't do that. Mostly people don't really do that. Mostly the fans do it. Uh, the players can kind of can't do that based on how good their contracts are, Mridul. The really good clubs players can't do that because you know you're going to need good lawyers if you try that stuff. This is why there is a gag order for all the managers. Why do you think Louis Van Gaal said something 2 years after he was let go? Because there's a gag order. It's not called a gag order. Gag order is what I call it. It's basically it is a gag order. Basically, you can't. There's an injunction which says certain time has to pass before you can comment on things. So if they do that for coaches, you can imagine what the players contracts look like. Yeah. Juan Mata uploaded this pic wishing Bruno happy birthday. That's adorable. I love Juan Mata. Nice guy. मेरे पेनांडेस की इज्जत कर. Levy made a lot of mistakes as well. And he hated Chelsea. I like that kind of rival. I mean, listen, man. At least he understood what the rivalry is. Speaking of which, another London derby, Griffin Park, or I don't think it's called Griffin Park anymore. The G-Tech Community Stadium, which sounds way worse, by the way. Brentford hosts the mighty Chelsea, or should we call them the 74? I don't know. I wonder if people are going to call them the 74 like they called Man City 115. That would be interesting. Or maybe people just don't like City way more than they don't like Chelsea. But Brentford, Mark Andrews, they're hosting the World Cup, the World Club Cup champions. I don't believe Cole Palmer is fit. And I believe Rory Delap is out for. Rory Delap. Liam Delap is out for 12 weeks. I'm sure Rajiv will correct me. Knee issue, I believe. Knee issue. 12 weeks. A lot of injuries in the first 3 games of the season across the board, isn't it? A lot of injuries. Griffin Park, Nottingham Forest. Oh wait, why did I say Nottingham Forest? Griffin Park was the former home of Brentford FC and Nottingham. Oh, I'm not seeing this. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Oh, something came out recently apparently. Hounslow Council planning. Hounslow is a suburb in London, by the way, for people who don't know that. Yes, Brentford is considered a London derby. Brentford FC's old stadium, Griffin Park, redeveloped for housing. The site of the former stadium, built 121 years ago, was demolished in 2023. So they just Highbury it basically. Highbury, the same thing happened to Highbury. So it was the stadium for like 100 years. Then they moved to the G-Tech community, which makes sense. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I have no faith in Brentford. They required a debutant to score their lone goal in the last game. I believe Utara scored. Chelsea 3-0. To make it fun, I'll say who scores. Enzo Fernandez will score. João Pedro is definitely going to score. Why am I saying João Pedro? I have to do it properly. João Pedro. Actually, Pedro, if you want to be really technical about it. Fernandez, Pedro, and I'll just say 3-0. You know what? I think one of the defenders are going to get a goal. I won't be surprised if Chalobah gets a goal, to be honest. Head to head, 3 wins for Brentford, 5 wins for Chelsea, 4 draws. The head to head's not that bad, to be honest. West Ham should go for Ole as PL exchange plus. No, leave my manager alone, bro. I don't want him to walk into that nonsense. What's your reaction of press conference of both Manchester managers talking about their body language? Honestly, I didn't see Pep's. We will go through Rubens though. You know what Bulls level manager was talking about? I do know what you were talking about. But Bruno started as a defender in his career. I mean, who advised him to play a defender with his physicality? Shaunak, you know what? He used to be a big dribbler before he went to Italy as well. He said that in a recent interview. NDA, yeah. Non-disclosure, yeah. Gag order, gag ball. Dressing room does hold some power to facilitate sacks, ETH, perhaps. Yeah, but I mean, like outrightly, it's very difficult to say it outrightly, Mridul, because legal action can be taken against them because they are not really allowed to do that. If there's real proof, it could be real ugly. Let's just put it that way. Pep loses another 100, 200 mil fraud incoming for City. Tihar Jail FC. Brentford away, well, it'll be tough and we always struggle against Brentford, although Thomas Frank isn't there. Bro, this Mark Andrews guy, congratulations on getting a win, but I mean, where are they on the table? Chelsea is second and Brentford are... Where is Brentford? Brentford are 15th. They've got their, like I said, they got their first win. They got their first win. No, they're coming off of a loss, sorry. The debutant had to come score the goal. Like, I don't know. I don't know where the goals are going to come from, man. I think it's going to be quite clear for Chelsea. 74 is the new 1-1-15, like that movie title. I wouldn't go that far, dude. Delap out for 10 to 12 weeks. Maresca said 10 to 12 weeks, but it could stretch to 4-5 months. Really? Oh boy, that's how bad the injury is? Palmer's not fit to play. Baba's saying that Cole Palmer's returned to training. Yeah, he's returned to training, but I don't think he's going to be fit to play. I was looking live at the United States channel, so apparently there was news that United was... yeah, we discussed that defective. We will talk about that. Blue Cartel, Zindabad. I mean, there's a lot of blue teams, dude. I assume you're talking about Chelsea. A hard-fought 1-0 type win for Chelsea could end up in a draw as well. 5-0 Newcastle Wolves. Oof. I said 3-0, but okay. 5-0. Fair enough. I'm also going with the Chelsea win, guys. I don't know, you all haven't put your score lines down. I'm going to say... I did say, right? I said 3-0. I'll stick with 3-0. I'm okay with 3-0. And next we go to Turf Moor. This is second last game before the derby, guys. We go to Turf Moor. Michael Oliver is the referee. Oh, thank God he's not our referee, at least. Turf Moor in Lancashire. Burnley host Liverpool. I mean, are we going to waste any time, or are we just going to, we're just going to put the scoreline in and move on with our life? 4-0 Liverpool. Sorry, Burnley. Sorry, Scott Parker. Big fan, but not necessarily of your coaching. As a player, I was a big fan, but it's not happening, sir. It's not happening. 4-0 Liverpool. Because a lot of Chelsea players might not start tomorrow, like Pedro, Caicedo, Estevão, Garner, Palmer. That can be a problem. Well, Garner shouldn't start because, I mean, he's had literally no preseason. It would be just a disastrous thing for you all to do. But yeah, I see Garnacho getting more minutes just because next game's with United. Yeah, more minutes, but he's got no preseason, dude. It would be, honestly, if it would be suicide though. Imagine having no preseason and starting games straight out. It's a risk. Garnacho doesn't get injured. Garnacho runs up and down crazy for 90 minutes. Could absolutely work. I would not do it though. Cold turkey, putting him into a game. I don't know if I would do that personally. United States of Chelsea winning. Good evening, Juventus 07. Good evening. 2-0 Liverpool, 3-0 Liverpool, 5-0 Liverpool. Yeah, it's going to be like that, man, honestly. Per Scott Parker, I actually like him. 1-1 Burnley Liverpool, really? Wow, Jabba, 1-1. Nah, 2-1 Burnley. Haram ball's going to save him. Haram ball with Scott Parker. Bro, they don't play haram ball with Scott Parker, do they? Everyone should consider it's a game after international break for sure. And yeah, I mean, that's fair, I suppose. That is fair. That is fair. And off we go now to the last one. Last one before I sign off, the one everyone wants to know. The 197th Manchester derby takes place on Etihad. At the Etihad on Sunday, I should say. Head to head in recent times. What is it? 19 wins City, 16 wins United, 6 draws. That's the recent head to head. What is that? 96, 35, 40, last 40 games. Not great. Not great. What was the last two? The last two were Community Shield. Community Shield. Oh no, sorry. We beat Man City. Oh, we beat Man City all 3 times last year. Yay. We beat Man City all 3 times last year. Yay. Community Shield. Woohoo. No, we didn't. Sorry. Man City beat us on penalties in the Community Shield, didn't they? Nonsense. Anyway, that is it. I mean, 197 Derby, that's pretty cool. Table placement is the mighty Manchester United is in ninth place and City is in 13th place. Scott Parker is my odds-on favorite to get sacked next. And that's still got to be Potter, man. It's inexcusable to have that team and be dead last. They're not dead last, whatever, 18th place. 2-2 says Mridul. Oh, no, wait, that's the old game, other game, I assume. Liverpool 3-1, Burnley says Srinand. 3-0 Liverpool with Isaac on the scoreboard. No Isaac injured? Really? It's already happening. In the next live stream idea, full Champions League prediction using the supercomputer on UEFA website. You know what? Let's do that. We're not really in the Champions League, so I don't want to. I was only going to do watch alongs, but why not? Let's do that for sure. City 4-0. It's not happening, Srinand. Nice idea, but yeah, let's see. Srinand saying 4-0. Defective saying 3-1 United, my expectation. Expectation, wow. That's a big word, my friend. Scott Parker parks the bus after scoring 2 goals against big teams. He's got to score 2 though, doesn't he? Liverpool. Oh, it's the movable object versus the stoppable force. Derby 6-0 thriller. City 3-3. Okay. 6-goal thriller. City, okay, 3-3. Got it. City 0.6 xg in set piece goals. 2-0 United. 2.3 xg missing chances throughout the match. Probably City 2-1. Could be 1-1. Unai Emery is getting sacked. Unai Emery is probably also going to get sacked. That's a great point, actually. Okay, let's see. Can we confirm the injury list now? Where can we see the injuries? Hold on. This is not the one for injuries, is it? Go to sofa score. That's way better. Man City. There we go. Okay. As it stands, the City lineup for injuries are Mateo Kovacic, Marcus Bettinelli, which they will never use. Ryan Cherky, currently doubtful, but apparently I don't think he's playing. Omar Marmoush is out. John Stones doubtful. Calvin Phillips out. Ryan Aitnouri out. Here, Mason Mount doubtful, which we clarified he will not be playing. Diego Dallo doubtful. Not really sure about that. Cunha, who is training but will not play this game most likely. And Lisandro Martinez obviously out for a few more weeks. I believe he's going to come back safely, assuming everything's okay. He's going to come back after the next international friendlies are done. The next set of international friendlies are done. So yeah, so do you have some starters out? Aitnouri, probably the biggest one out of them all for the starters. Foot mob, yeah, checked. Will be scared during set pieces or even crossing time because Bayern is still on goal. I hope he is motivated. So you know what? I'm glad you went there. Just to sign off, we will just read some of the quotes that came out because I can't trust anything that I read anymore or listen to. So we will just quickly look at some of Ruben Amorim's words and give me your thoughts on it before I give you my prediction. So, where is it? Go all the way down here. Ruben Amorim confirms Cunha, Mount, and Dallo are unavailable because of injury. So, okay, all three of them. Ruben Amorim says Altay Bayandi rather than Sane Lamens will start against City, which we know. They are out for this game. I don't know how long it's going to take. We need these guys to be a competitive team. We have very good players who are eager to play, so we will be competitive on Sunday, but they are out. Comments on Cunha, Mount, and Dallo by Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim on injury duration said, I don't want to say if you talk to Cunha outside, he will say he can play this game. They are pushing really hard. So Cunha is in training, like we said, discussed earlier. Ruben Amorim on Man City. It's a top team with the best coach in the league, a team that is really hard to imagine how they are going to play. We are prepared for that and we believe in our team. It will be a very good game. We know what to do. We have more training. And the table at the moment, United above City, doesn't matter. Ruben Amorim on Man City said, I think we are a better team. If you see any aspects of the data, oh God, I already don't like that answer. We are a better team. We are ready to play the game, but we need to show it on Monday. I don't like that answer at all. The moment he said data, I that annoyed me. I'll just read some of the chat. 3-2 for United, says Suman. 3-2 United, Sesko, Brian Xerxes. Okay. Liverpool manager Arne Slot has given an update on Alexander Isak's fitness as the striker hopes to make his debut for the club this weekend. Isak completed. Okay. Bro, I don't understand how Pool's injury management is going so well. I mean, not wishing bad to anyone, wishing everyone good health, but it's fascinating how they are managing it considering they suck at depth. Well, I think this answers the question we just read, right? According to it's data-driven medical. Sorry about that. I don't know if you all heard that, but it's data-driven medical science, dude. Instead of vibes, they're doing a lot of vibes these days. These people, we're not doing vibes at the moment, so that is nice. I mean, that's the best way I can answer it. It's not. Hold on a minute. Someone's messaging me. What? No. Okay. Sorry about that. I just thought I got a message. Wait, what's happening? Why is it? Someone did message me. Sorry. So yeah, medical data-driven medical science. I think Menu's starting Bruno as number 10. Shashko start just confused for Maza Ahmad. I don't think they can either do it defective FC. So hopefully he picks the best person for the job. I think Ruben is trying to boost morale players because deep down he knows that it's very tough. You're saying 3-1 United, okay? It's about keeping right staff, people in the right place. It's been the same since its 5 days. Yeah, I think Liverpool even under Klopp also, as soon as he managed to get his own people, the medical science thing was improved drastically, hasn't it? Since then, when they were hit by injuries because he changed the way he wanted to play, right? He wanted to play full guns blazing football, so it caused a lot of injuries in the first season. So I think after that it started getting really, really, really better, honestly. And I think Liverpool's maintained momentum since then, to be honest. So yeah, I think that's yeah, I think that's precisely what happened. To be honest, yeah. If I were to guess, that's how it worked out for them. Um, Hold on a second. I'm don't mean to be don't mean to be distracted, but I'm currently doing something. You know what? We'll do it later. More Ruben Amorim quotes, guys. Give me a second. Just pulling them back up. I had to quickly do something there. God, it's very annoying when people do some distract you midstream, man. It's the worst. Where are we? All right, let me get through the chat a little bit first. I don't want Xerxes to start because of the game might start. Okay, because the start of the game might be slow. That's why I think after the Burnley game, I think, bro, I don't see him playing Bruno as a 10 as much as I would like it defective FC. It would make sense, but I don't see it happening. I want United to win so that they will be less motivated against Chelsea next week. I don't know if that's how it's gonna work exactly, but could happen. Ruben Amram on Lamens. We are really pleased. He's a goalkeeper with a lot of potential. We are in the moment that the goalkeeper needs to be really strong and have a lot of experience, but we also have to look at the present with a focus on the future. So it is a bit of both. He will be ready. Why did United sign Lamens? Sometimes you, as a club, try to see different options, one or another. We have an option that can give us different things in the moment, but also has great potential to be our goalkeeper for a number of years. Ruben Amorim on Bayern there starting versus Man City. It is the same thing I do with different positions, but Alte is going to continue. It's a different league, different country, different training, different ball. So they will fight for the position. Finally, two goalkeepers fighting for a position. Hopefully, he's telling us the truth. Ruben Amorim on showing faith in Bayern days. I think sometimes you connect with Andre. Andre Onana did a very good season in Inter. The quality is there, but in the club sometimes things is getting harder and harder. But in this club, the pressure is so hard in every detail. Sometimes you need a change. I believe in Alta. He's ready to play. Oh, here's my favorite one. Ruben Amorim on what's wrong with me? Academy players in squad record. We want to maintain that. I don't want to be the guy to break that record, that idea. If you see the past of Manchester United, that should be our goal in the future. So we should try and maintain that for sure. Bro, believe me, people are going to call for your sack if you end up doing that. People are just going to call for your sack. Ruben Amorim on Hugo Viana. We have different jobs, we are different clubs, we don't talk about football. I am red, he is blue, but we're really close friends. That will not change. Ruben Amram, it could be considered Onana staying, but I think as a club, we understood it needed a change. Sometimes hard to point why the performance, the moment, the bad luck in some moments was hard on him. Where was I? Okay, yes, Onana. But I think as a club, we should understand it needed a change. Sometimes it's hard to point out why the performance, the moment, the bad luck in some moments was hard on him. Our thinking was to have a change with the goalkeepers, but I wish the best with Andre Onana. He was really good at working. God help me. I can't even read this without puking. He was really good at working and helping the players, but sometimes you need to change the environment. Go away, bro. Go away. Go away. And the last thing is Manchester United want to discuss a new contract with Lisandro Martinez. His current deal expires in 2027 and United don't want him going into late 2026 without a new one. Let 2025 get done, yeah. United will try and discuss a new deal before summer 2026 after he returns from injury. Absolutely bad idea, according to Fabrizio Romano on his YouTube channel. That is a horrendous idea. That has to be one of the worst ideas I've heard recently. Don't want him to go to late 2026 with a contract. The man's not making it past 2025 right now. Seriously, it's like, bro, like, whatever, man. Why am I cracking my head for this? It's not worth it. Uh, anyway, where was I? Hey Mohammed, see if United loses against City, the pressure will be massive to win against Chelsea under pressure. Maybe United can actually play better, and Chelsea also have buy and away in midweek. By the way, Nathan, out of topic, they found the guy just now. Took them long enough. It's kind of true though, because they don't have depth in squad. If two defenders get injured, then it's over for them. Last year, same thing happened with Madrid too. Yeah, but Valence, I'm sure, but the medical science thing. I mean, they've been Liverpool have been ahead of the game for a while now. We're all just catching up. Thank God we are catching up, but because if we don't catch up, we are going to be left behind, and we can't afford any more left behind Valence. To be absolutely frank with you, so. Yeah, no, I'm just happy we're all doing it a bit now. Like I said, in the case of Cunha, who's ready to go, but they're giving him one more week. Okay, so I'll see you later. Love the show, GGMU. Hope it'll be the best game, then slow gameplay. That reminds me, before you go defective, my prediction's gonna be 1-0 Manchester United. I think we scrape a win away. I was going with a draw, but I thought I'd be a little brave. I thought I'd be a little brave, little bit. I'll say 1-0 United. We somehow managed to do it, and we move. We move 1-0 United. Pulkit's saying United games until the next international break is City, Chelsea, Brentford, Sunderland. How many wins, how many draws? I think we're going to beat Brentford and Sunderland, man. I'm going to say 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. That's what I say, Pulkit. I don't know about everybody else. Will there be a WrestlePalooza stream? There will be one. God, I hope it's at a good time. But yes, there will be one. I'm going to go 1-0 United. Barely. I don't know. I'm feeling good about it. Not that good, clearly, by the scoreline, but good enough. The game is going so deep, bro. Trust me. Seriously. Anyway, guys, I am off. I think around 10 o'clock, I have another stream on another channel. I will put it in post probably where I am if it's confirmed. I'll see you there. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Early kickoff. Big Ange is back. Let's see what happens. That's what she said. Let's go GGMU. Take care. Take care, defective. Midfield is the problem for you. Midfield is the problem for you. Facts. Take care, guys. I will see you tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Be there. Premier League's back. See you soon. Take care, guys. Drop that link. When it's confirmed, I will drop it in the post, Valence. Right now, the timing is not confirmed, so there is no link per se. When it comes, I will drop that link for sure, though. Take care, guys. See you.